We are the Tejon Street Corner Thieves, and this is Can't Remember. 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna come in later.
I met a woman, can't remember her name. Don't know if the cocaine, whiskey's to blame. She's like gasoline to my flame. I met a woman, can't remember her name. Was it Katie, Caitlin, or Cat down in Wilmington? Oh, that smoking number June when the show was done. So many names forgotten and unsung. I met a woman, I can't remember her name. Don't know if the cocaine, whiskey's to blame. She's like gasoline to my flame. I met a woman, can't remember her name. Was it the Molly Sass okay up in Appleton? Or that 8-ball that we scroll when the show was done? So many names forgotten and unsung. I met a woman, I can't remember her name. Don't know if the cocaine or whiskey's to blame. She's like gasoline to my flame. I met a woman, can't remember her name. Don't know if the cocaine or whiskey's to blame. She's like gasoline to my flame. I'm at a woman, can't remember her name. Nice, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good work.
Good job.
The band name came from our origin as a band. We used to play on the street corner in Colorado Springs, our hometown, and just busk for tips. And the main street in Colorado Springs is called Tejon Street. So one day we were playing and a homeless guy came up and he was angry that we were where he usually sits with his sign. He called us corner thieves and told us to burn in hell. And here we are. It's stuck.
We're friends with him now, though.
We're not. We never hang out though.
We hang out all the time.
We're touring a lot lately, so we don't busk as much these days. But if the opportunity arises, we still will.
The transition from busking to now is great. We make more money. The crowds are bigger.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes, yes. We usually get, free drinks,
Yeah,
which is pretty nice.
the hospitality and there are different difficulties with each. We have a more strict schedule and long drive times, but we have an idea of how much we're gonna make and what to expect versus flying by the seat of our pants trying to scrape bucks together for beer money. Growth is good. I feel pretty good about it. If anything, I think the music that we used to play, we still play, but because we spent so many years busking, every day, it's made us really tight as a band. And so we never, used to really practice. Like traditionally bands will have a practice space and get together and, work their songs out. We always just did it on the fly, and someone would add something and like, oh, you should keep doing that, or, so the songs have definitely evolved over the years of just playing them so repetitively and, changing stuff to finding what we liked. But it also translates into our new music, like with that growth and that like tightness and just like knowing each other so well, like how the songs go together and what we want them to sound like. It makes for really smooth kind of recording sessions and writing sessions. So our favorite audience is honestly like the drunk, rowdy, like party, like late night sets.
Yeah, usually the drunker the better.
Yeah. We sing a lot of drinking songs so people relate at the late hours.
Our genre, I think we've gone through it trying to figure out what our genre was, and I think that the closest thing would be Trash Grass, because we're like a rowdier, more drunk party bluegrass. Like bluegrass is fun, white trash cousin,
Yeah, cousin uncle,
yeah.
Weaving the genres together, I think it just comes naturally because all three of us listen to a large variety of music. So just our influences come from everywhere. But we also kind of grew up in the punk scene, so we feel like that's kind of one of the main genres that we kind of like have built from. But also we love playing bluegrass, so it just was an easy mix to put it all together. I think that sound comes out naturally versus trying to be a force. Like we're not trying to mash these two genres together. It's just our personality.
It's also worthy to note that traditional bluegrass is a lot harder to play than punk.
Yes, that's
so
also true.
We, took the easy road.
Yeah.
The album Juxtaposition begins with this studio masterpiece that we spent hours on called Monster Truck Explosion Fuck. And it's not good. It's really, it's hilarious, but it's overpowering, like, dance music beats. And then the album ends with a really sincere song called Runaway about, it's a real tearjerker. I don't want to give too much away, but it's kind of sad, more sad song and very much more serious, complete opposite of the way we start the album. And through the album, there's also, notes of that, but it really hits hard with the party, fun, haha versus, sad, serious sandwich. The whole idea during the pandemic of, bringing the concert to people in our school bus kind of came from a mix of creativity and also, I don't know if I would call it boredom, but restlessness and the need to do what we do. Like our whole livelihood was taken away, and what we love of touring and being musicians was just gone like that. And so we were up in a cabin up in the Rocky Mountains kind of hiding out to see what was going to happen with the pandemic, and we had our bus up there, and I just kind of had this idea, like, let's throw the speakers in and get people to... The way we ran it was we put it on social media that we were going to do it, and then had people email us, like the area of town they lived in, so we could kind of... And then we wouldn't let them know we were coming until like 15 minutes before we got there so that people couldn't gather to see it. And so we'd show up to their house, play from inside the bus while they sat on their porch and do, 3 songs. And it got to the point where we were just, making 6-hour rounds every day, like playing for people. It was really fun. It kept us sane for a while,
Yep.
It was cool. And then media kind of got involved. We actually had to slow down because they were trying to get us to, do interviews and do all this stuff about it. And we're like, that kind of defeats the whole point. Like, we don't want to, we don't really want to go talk to you when thought we were all dying or whatever was happening,
I think one of the big things I took from the pandemic is the need for everybody to like get together and just party and listen to music. I think that is absolutely essential for people to keep sane.
Yeah. Even the live streams and all that stuff.
Yep.
Like, without music, I feel like the world was in a worse place for a while. So it kind of shed some light on the importance of what we do, because within the touring musician scene, there's a lot of self-doubt and a lot of, sometimes you get in your head about stuff, but it was really affirming.
Tønder Festival has been really amazing. We got in yesterday and we kind of tooled around Tønder proper, and we heard music coming from out of the cafes and just into the street. Even though it was a pretty quiet night, there was still, you could tell there was a lot of activity, there was a lot of energy to the place. And so I think it got me really excited just to come here today, and now seeing the energy of this place and seeing that everybody is really here for it. They're really excited. They're coming to the stages to see everybody play, even starting first thing in the morning. It's been a great experience so far.